So here we have the first snow of the year. And you know what that means? It's a snowblower time! So a couple of months ago, I picked up this snowblower for free. The previous owner said that it will start, but it wouldn't keep running, so he just wanted to get rid of it. That was during the summer where no one really cared about the snowblowers. So now the winter is here and we got a bunch of snow. Let's see if we can get it running and clean that snow out. Let's first see if it starts. Okay. It seems like it has gas, so we're good there. Turn on the ignition, pump it a couple times. Turn on the joke. Okay, here we go. Okay, I don't think it's gonna start. I want to start by first looking at the spark plug, which is right here. But before I remove it, I want to see what's under here and see how the engine is. I'm gonna remove this plastic cover right here. Okay, now with all that stuff out of the way, I can finally take off the spark plug. Okay, it seems pretty good, but it's definitely worn. Definitely pretty worn. It seems like it's been burning okay when I was burning. Now let's check inside the cylinder. Let me see. Here I have a flashlight. So you can see anything there. Check to see if it has any compression. That would be good to know. It definitely has compression, so I don't think that's the problem. So I plug the extension cord, see if the electric start works. And on the key, and let's see. Oh, nothing. So that's not working. I guess we're gonna have to do it the hard way. So by pulling these, see if we got any spark. Alright, yeah, we got spark. Pretty blue, so pretty good color right there. So spark is not the issue. Let's see, let's move on to something else then. So the next thing that we can look at is the carburetor, which is behind this cover. So let's remove this cover out and see how the carburetor is doing. This cap right here is what houses all the gas of the carburetor, so let's remove this. We'll be using an 11mm to loosen this nut right here. There we go. Alright, we got some gas coming out. We're gonna close this up. Alright, now we have a really fancy container. Let's try this again. Okay, it's a lot coming out, so at least this tells me that the needle is not stuck close because it keeps coming out, so that's a good sign. Let's close it. Okay, so let's remove the feed line right here. This is what brings the gas to the carburetor. So we take this off. Hopefully no more gas will come out. Alright, let's take it out.
A few moments later.
After a lot of struggle, I was able to get it out. Okay, so now we're ready to remove the cap. Let's see if how much gas comes out this time. Got a couple of drips. There it goes. Alright, so it's empty now, so we're ready to get it out. See what we got here. Wow, check this out. It's so gross in there. It's like mud or something. Look how much there is in it. It's definitely not good. Oh, we got it here too. So super dirty. We got to clean this up. Let's remove the float by removing this pin right here. Just pull it to the side and the float will come out. Okay, there it goes. It's almost out. A little more. And whoa, there went one spring. Dang it. Okay, let's drain all the old gas. Doesn't look too dirty, but who knows how long it was there, so let's be safe and remove it all. Alright, let's clean these parts up. Make sure we get as much gunk, as much stuff as we can. This is probably why it's not running right, because all the dirt is clean really well. These, besides being the bolt that holds the cap, it's also a carburetor jet, and we need to make sure it's clean so the gas can flow back to the engine. Here's the float. This has a lot of gunk in it too. Now with everything clean, let's put it back together. See what we got. Here I got a new spark plug, so let's put that in. Move this out of the way. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so we cleaned the parts. Let's put some fresh gas in here. This is a 2-stroke, so I mixed some oil inside this gas. I'm gonna shake it, make sure that it all mixes really well. But This is gonna be great with fresh gas, all parts clean. Let's see how it goes. There we go, that should do it. Close this up and try it. Let's try it. Alright, yes, started. Yeah, buddy. Oh, dang it. What? Oh, and it dies just as it starts. Dang it. Dang, look, there's a bunch of gas leaking. That's not good. Goes again. Alright, have to figure out why it's leaking all that gas right there. Have to. I think it's getting flat because of all that gas. So let's check that out. Yeah, this flow is done. See how only a little part is coming out of the water? That means that it's not floating all the way, and if you can hear, it's actually full of gas inside, so it doesn't float that well. So I went ahead and I got a new float, but this one, as you can see, is made out of plastic. They are exactly the same, but plastic will last longer and hopefully we won't get the same problem again. So let's go and put it on. And let's compare the old and new. Oh yeah, look at the difference. The new one floats all the way out, it's even, and it's completely out of the water, versus the old one, it's like half sunk. So that's a way that you can know if your flow is going bad or not. When you install the needle, make sure that as it goes up, the needle closes the intake of gas. You can adjust it by bending the little tab up and down. So I replace the float, and as we can see, there's no fuel dripping. So that's definitely a good sign. Now let's see if it starts. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, here we go. Looks like the opposite is happening now. It's not getting any gas. Okay, let's pump it, see if still nothing. Okay, it runs again. Just don't die. Dang it, it's still dying. Why is it still dying? Could it be that I need to adjust the needle to let more gas in? It's acting as it's not getting any fuel. If I prime it, it starts but it doesn't keep running. What happens if I keep priming it? Will it keep running? Let's test it. Alright, so that works. So let's see, let's keep it running, see if it warms up, if it fixes itself. Okay, so we definitely have a fuel problem. Okay, let's do the old trick of giving it a couple of taps, see if it works. Usually if maybe the needle is stuck, so that's why it's doing that. See if that did it. Prime it. So it's running a little longer, but still needs, I need to pump it for it to keep running. See, keep tapping a couple more times. Still. We know it's not a float issue, so next thing we can do is, I guess, check the the jet, see if that is. So now that we figured the issue out, let's put all the parts together. So if you find this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, and then if you want more videos like this one, make sure to subscribe. See you in the next one! The next one!